Karnataka's sugarcane price dispute has heated up. At the heart of the unrest is the sugarcane pricing dispute, and the state government's proposal for paying about 3,200 rupees per tonne plus additional 200 rupees, making it to 3,400 rupees per tonne. That proposal, we're given to understand, has not been accepted by sugar factory owners. Sugar factory owners have flatly rejected the offer. They're arguing that paying an extra 200 rupees is impossible, claiming that companies will incur massive losses. The government argued that the market support price is 3,100 rupees per tonne. Why should we pay 3,400 rupees a tonne? That's what the argument is. Factory owners made it clear that they cannot pay beyond the current rate. Chief Minister Siddaramaiah, however, insisted that a uniform rate must be fixed across the state. Representing factory owners, Murugesh Nirani said that they would hold internal discussions and later inform the Chief Minister about a feasible rate. Chief Minister maintained that the government is ready for dialogue but stressed on urgency, saying that farmers were already out on the streets. He pointed out that Belagavi Deputy Commissioner has fixed 3,200 rupees per tonne, which excludes harvesting and transport, and the acceptance of this rate could pave the way for a solution going forward. Siddaramaiah also reminded owners that pricing can be improved based on the recovery percentage in their region. He cited examples like Parry Cooperative, which is already paying 3,211 rupees per tonne, questioning as to why others could not follow suit. Chief Minister added that the government is committed to listening to the concerns of sugar mills. He also said that they've already written to the Prime Minister seeking to fix the sugar MSP at 41 rupees per kg, and the state is prepared to take a delegation to Delhi even tomorrow if needed. Also urged factories to educate farmers on preventing premature cane cutting and adopting practices that will boost recovery rates. The standoff, as we speak, continues, with farmers waiting for a clear pricing assurance and factories pushing back against higher payouts. Siddaramaiah has also written a letter to Prime Minister Modi over the ongoing pricing standoff. And meanwhile, in Hattalpur in Belagavi, the farmers' protest has now turned volatile as police resorted to lathi charge after demonstrators blocked the national highway for nearly 2 hours today. The situation escalated when a section of the protesters began pelting stones at the police vehicle, prompting security forces to disperse the crowd. My colleague Vajiula joining us live, who's tracking this story very, very closely. Vaji, the deadlock continues.
Well, absolutely. There was today was an important day for the state, for the farmers, especially because they thought that the Chief Minister would come to some of the other conclusion, but the meeting with the factory owners, like you clearly mentioned and you gave out the details, have not gone the way it was supposed to go. Even in the tic-tac that we did of the minister in charge of the sugar factories, sugar industry, Shivanand Patel, also while speaking to us exclusively said that in a day or two they might try to curb or finish the issue that they're having with farmers. But there seems to be a deadlock because the farmers want close to 3,400 to 3,500 rupees, while the government has pitched the FRP is at 3,200, and the government, after speaking to the factory owners to increase it by 200 rupees more, have gone to no end, because the factory owners have said that it's not going to be possible for us because they will incur losses. Now it remains to be seen how the government will pursue, because today's meeting has not gone down well. Though the factory owner Murugesh Nirani, who was speaking on behalf of everyone, have said that he will speak to everyone and they will get back to the government on what will be their decision. But it doesn't look like that the government has gone out any further from what they were yesterday, and the problem of the farmers continue to prevail, and that is what you're seeing on our screens, the frustration piling up because the farmers are not able to get any answers, be it from their own leaders, be it from the government. And that frustration is resulting in violence.
Absolutely. The frustration is resulting in violence, as you can see on your screens, after protesters in Belagavi turned violent, started pelting stones, had to be dispersed. But at the heart of this debate is the minimum price for sugar. Now, sugar farmers are angry. They're asking for better payments, better remunerations. The fair and remunerative pricing, FRP, continues to be at the heart of this conversation. Now, Vaji, from what we are learning is that, government asked sugarcane mill owners to pay at least 3,200 rupees a ton plus additional 200 rupees, making the total FRP to 3,400 rupees a ton. But sugar farmers are, sugar mill owners are completely in disagreement. They're saying we cannot pay additional 200 rupees a ton.
Well, absolutely. That is what has been the deadlock between the government and the factory owners, because they asked the factory owners that if they could pay 200 rupees more, because the government had this belief that if they would lock the deal at 3,400, farmers would agree, though their demand is 3,500 rupees. But even if they get them close to 3,400, we might see the end of this agitation that is going on. But the factory owners made it very clear that it is impossible for them, because for them running the entire factory is going to be difficult, and with 200 rupees extra they might go into losses, and that is not something that they would want to go ahead with it. Though the chief minister even pointed out and made a very quick remark to the factory owners, saying that how will you answer to those farmers when they say that if factory owners are going to go through losses, how are they having 2 or 3 farms, 2 or 3 factories over this? Well, there was no answer for that, but that was one point that was raised by the government, that the factory owners should understand it. Now, remains to be seen that the meeting has not gone down well, but the factory owners have said that they will respond as fast as possible. They will sit and talk among themselves. So we'll have to wait and watch what they say. But as we speak, the agitation continues. The farmers continue to protest. Until tomorrow, there is a deadline that has been given to them. This deadline that the farmers have been giving have been extending again and again. And that also is a pile-up frustration within the farmers, because it was till yesterday they had given a deadline, and then you had H.K. Patil and Shivanand Patil, all of them meeting. The CM had a cabinet meeting yesterday, and it was decided that he will meet factory owners. So they extended it for another 2 days, and still there seems to be no headway.
Absolutely. There seems to be no headway, as a result of which farmers are likely to now continue their protest. That's what's looking like, Vaji. Farmers are going to be on streets. They will continue to be on streets, because factory owners right now are saying we need more time to discuss internally if we can arrive at a better pricing.
Absolutely. This is where the deadlock is between the factory owners, because they do not get the recovery rate that they have been expecting.
Right.
And then the FRP, which has been set at 3,200 rupees by the government, is enough according to the factory owners, while the farmers who've been the one who yield the crop are the ones who are denying that, saying that 3,200 will not suffice in any manner. And that is where they have taken to the streets, asking a question. We've seen Shivanand Patil also trying to speak to the minister, and in an exclusive conversation to News9, he also spoke to us while on his way to the meeting. And he said that he hopes that this meeting today will bring some end to the agitation, but looks like the factory owners have not agreed to the CM's demand, though the CM has been pushing for it. He's also said that the minute he gets an appointment with the Prime Minister, he will take a delegation and go, even if it has to be tomorrow. So the government's intent seems to be that they are in a hurry to quench this protest.
Absolutely.
But you are not seeing some headway from both the factory owners and from the farmers, and there seems to be adamant with what they want.
All right, both sides adamant with their demand, with the farmers now continuing their protest as we speak. Visuals on your screens from Belagavi. The government, of course, in the state run by Siddaramaiah, going helter-skelter, speaking to the farmers, also trying to speak to the sugar mill owners, trying to come up with a solution that is amicable to both parties, also suggesting that he will be taking a delegation to Prime Minister Modi to sort out the fair price issue, one that continues to be talking point in the state of Karnataka. Vaji, thank you very much for all those details.